I want to share with you quickly about the vision that I received about Ukrainian President of Ukraine, Zelenskyy, on October 12th. I was laying in my bed. I wasn't asleep, and then all of a sudden I found myself walking the streets of one of the cities of Ukraine. I wasn't sure what the city was, but I sensed that it was a city of Kherson. And then I saw President Zelenskyy with the guards and army surrounding him, walking the street, waving to people, and greeting people. And then I was watching from a side, and then all of a sudden I was right in front of him, and he was walking toward me. And as I was walking back, that's the view that I was getting or seeing in the vision. And he was waving, he was happy. People were celebrating out on the street. It was very celebratory atmosphere. It felt like it was the new big city that Ukraine has recaptured. In this dream, I felt like it was the city of Kherson. I'm saying in a dream, but it wasn't a dream. It was because I was fully conscious, I was fully awake. It was in a vision. And then all of a sudden, I began to sense in my spirit danger. And it was this feeling of danger. There's something's about to happen. That he's in danger. There's something. There's some kind of a trap laid for him. There's some kind of harm coming his way. And I felt very intense. It was rising. As I felt like in a moment, it's right about to happen, I was taken out of the vision. And as I was taken out of the vision, I audibly heard, he should not enter newly recaptured city, which I felt like it was a city of Kherson, on November 16th and 17th. And then I was taken into another vision with the president, not a president, but a general of the army. His last name starts with Z. I believe it's Zaluzhny. I didn't know what to do with this vision, so I wrote it down. And I've been keeping track with the war in Ukraine and what's happening, and just to kind of see what's the pace and tempo of Ukraine recapturing Kherson. And by even some of the best estimates, analysis were saying that it would be difficult to recapture Kherson. It will take at least a couple of months till the end of the year, or January or February of next year, because Russia moved more troops into that area, and they fortified, and they were building multiple lines of defense, up to 3 lines of defense, and it will be a bloody, and it will take time to recapture that city. So then I didn't know what to do with the dates that I heard, November 16th and 17th. Remember, the vision was on October 12th. And then yesterday, when I saw the news that Russia is withdrawing from city of Kherson and from that region, from the right side of the Dnieper River to the left side, and I quickly went back to my notes, and I saw in the notes that November 16th and 17th were the dates that I heard in my spirit. And today on the news, I saw that Russians are retrieving very quickly, and that there's even some special forces that already have entered, Ukrainian special forces that have entered city of Kherson, and there's already fighting outskirts. And some analysis is even saying that they might have the city of Kherson within the next few days, or at most a week. So then when I looked at that notes that I wrote for that vision, what God showed me, that made me very concerned, and I began to pray for protection of President of Ukraine. And I felt strongly to put this video out, to ask you for prayer, and to ask believers to stand in the gap for Ukraine, specifically for President Zelenskyy, for November 16 and 17, that either he will not go there, he will not go into new captured city, I believe it's the city of Kherson, or that the plan of the enemy will be discovered and people will be captured. And the reason why I sense that he might go, because every time major city was captured, a few days later, President Zelenskyy, he's a brave man, he's a bold man, to show support for his troops and symbolically being in those places that were recaptured, greet the people, and just show up there like he did when they captured Izum and when they captured Balakleya. And in the vision, I sensed that he was going to do the same thing when it came to recapturing next major city, which now that makes sense. It's the city of Kherson, and that's what I felt in my spirit. So I ask you that you pray for Ukraine, pray for the war to stop, for Russians to retreat back to their country, but specifically for November 16th and 17th, that President Zelenskyy will be protected. Or maybe some of you have connections up high there, that you can send that warning if a time comes and there are plans to visit that city of Kherson, that they avoid visiting on those 2 days, November 16th and November 17th. But most importantly, I believe that as a believers, what we can do is we can pray, because prayer of a righteous avails much, Bible says, and when there's 2 or 3 of us gathered together in unity to pray about something, Bible says that he will hear us. So I'm praying for President Zelenskyy, and I ask that the church, that you would pray, spread the word, spread the video, spread the word to other believers, and let's make sure that we cover President Zelenskyy in prayer for those 2 specific dates, November 16th and November 17th.